is that on your slide where you talk about the different issues that we need to address, one item that is not on there is historic preservation. But I am concerned, and for me it's going to be critical that we have some kind of clear pathway forward with resources and timelines and staffing and the things that we need to do to implement a historic preservation strategy, because we don't have one. It is possible, I mean, I think everyone needs to consider the possibility that for all of the work that you are doing, that not a lot happens for a while after this, after this rezoning happens. I think that's entirely possible. But I also think it's possible that economic conditions change, and it turns out that we have done what we intend to do, and we have made it easier to build housing in San Francisco. And if that's the case, and people start moving forward, and we start getting thousands or tens of thousands of new units, which would be a good thing, I think it's important that along the way, we make sure that we have identified and protected those historic resources that we will be sad if we lose. We've taken a lot of the discretion out of the system through legislation last year or 2 years ago, but and the state has as well. There's much less ability to, on a case-by-case basis, figure out whether a property is historic and deserves to be protected, or maybe needs some consideration of some of the features of that building in whatever the new building is. We need to do that work on the front end, and although I get a lot of acknowledgement around, yeah, we should do that. What I'm not sensing right now is any kind of clarity around how we're actually going to get it done. And I'm skeptical that without real clarity and intention and shared commitment by the mayor and the Board of Supervisors and the Planning Department, I'm skeptical that it will happen. I and previously Supervisor Peskin have ensured that there's been money in the budget over many years for the historic survey work to try to distinguish the A's and the B's from the C's, I guess is what we're doing. And that work has still not been done, even though the department has been at it for a long, long time. Of course, A's have no protection at all. Even recognized historic resources are not protected from demolition unless they are landmarked or have some kind of actual recognition given to them. So I don't know that you're going to be prepared. I'm not necessarily asking you to say anything about this right now unless you feel prepared to, but I do think over the next month, I really need to see what our plan is to get from the few hundred designated landmarks that we have now to many more than that. Not every A should be landmarked, I understand that, but again, right now, we've got no protection for lots and lots of buildings, and especially as you lean heavily into my own District 8 to achieve some of the goals in terms of increased density and heights. There are many potentially historic buildings and districts in that district, but in other parts of the city too. And I don't think we've done the work to ensure that we get all the new good development without losing the buildings that are really precious.